When you're buying a house, everyone from estate agents to your mum has advice for you, but not all of it is helpful. We're here to help you sort the fact from the fiction and make finding the right home easier. We get hundreds of questions from first-time buyers. Today we'll answer some of the most important, so stick around. You can also get impartial, personal guidance with our Home Movers Pack, available to buy here. First off, many of you want to know about the process of buying a house. What happens, in what order, who does what, and how long it takes. All good questions. It can seem complicated, but it doesn't need to be. These are the steps you'll need to consider when buying your first home. Save a deposit, work out your budget, get a mortgage offer in principle, start house hunting, find a solicitor, make an offer, apply for a mortgage, get a survey, get repair quotes, transfer your deposit to the solicitor, exchange contracts, complete purchase and move in. Oof. If that was a bit much to take in, don't worry. You can remind yourself by using our simple step-by-step guide, which is available right here whenever you need it. The second thing you've been asking is how much you need to save to buy a house, your deposit. The answer in a nutshell is at least 5% of the price of the property you're after. That really is the very least. You may want to try and raise more than that, because generally speaking, the bigger your deposit, the better your chances of being accepted for a mortgage. You may also get better deals and of course, pay less back each month. Then there's the mortgages themselves. Unless you're very rich or very lucky, chances are you're going to be needing one. A lot of you want to know how much you can borrow. Now, traditionally, mortgage lenders base the amount you can borrow on a multiple of your income. But these days, they lend based on an overall assessment of your net disposable income, taking into account your pension, childcare and living expenses, amongst other things. There are loads of basic online calculators that can give you a repayment figure on different loan amounts. But this will only be a very rough idea. For the real answer, you need to talk to a professional mortgage advisor, who should be able to give you a much more informed and accurate answer. We've just got time for one last and very important question. Although your mortgage is by far the biggest payment, it isn't the only thing you need to stump up for when you're buying a house. Many of you are asking how much you'll need to set aside for all the other costs. Of course, these costs will vary depending on your situation, but here's a rough guide. Depending on your lender, you'll generally spend between £250 and £1,500 on arrangement fees for your mortgage, between £200 and £400 on a valuation survey, which lenders require to protect themselves and ensure the property is worth what you're planning to pay for it. Between £350 and £700 on a home buyer's report, a survey that checks the general condition of the property you're going to buy and usually includes an independent valuation. Or, if you're planning to do a lot of work or the property's very old, between £500 and £1,200 on a building survey that provides a more in-depth analysis of the condition of the property, including the structure. Then, depending on how complex the transaction is, you need between £500 and £1,500 for a solicitor to deal with all the legal aspects. Then there's the land registry for registering your new property. And of course, there's stamp duty, a tiered payment you have to make on any property over 125 grand. You pay 2% on the portion between 125,000 and £250,000, and 5% on the portion between 250,000 and £925,000. Between that point and 1.5 million, it's 10%, then 12% on anything over £1.5 million. Nearly there. Now, moving costs will vary a lot depending on how much stuff you own. If you can move it yourself, either in your own vehicle or by hiring a van, it'll obviously be cheaper, but it can be time consuming. If you own a lot of things or are moving a long distance, you're probably better off paying a removal firm. You'll pay at least £400 to move items for a small property, ranging up to over £1,000 if you've got 4 or more bedrooms. Your mortgage lender will require you to have buildings insurance at the time of exchange. It's a good idea to get home contents insurance too. You can find out how much the total cost of your move is likely to be based on your property's size and value by clicking on this link. And breathe. There is a lot to take in, but you can see everything neatly laid out in the Buying and Selling Your Home book, which is included with our indispensable Which Home Movers Pack. You can buy it now by clicking here. Well, that's it from us today. Remember, if you have any questions at all, the Home Movers Pack gives you access to personal guidance from our team of home moving experts too. Thanks for watching.